What's the very first thing you did this morning? Did you hit the snooze button? Reached for your phone to check for any updates? Or maybe you found yourself complaining about how tired you felt before the day even began. We've all been there, and those first few moments are so important because they can actually dictate how the rest of our day unfolds. I've learned that being intentional about my morning routine is key. That's why today I'm sharing 10 habits that help me create a productive and positive day, and I know they can do the same for you. I used to wake up frantically, rushing to get ready, grabbing something quick to eat, and running out the door. It's no wonder I lived such a stressful life. I like to think of my morning as planting seeds for the day I want to cultivate. I want to live a peaceful life, so I do my best to start my day in a state of peace. Having an alarm clock that doesn't scare me awake has made all the difference. The alarm I have starts lighting up 10 minutes before the actual alarm goes off. I wake up slowly as the light gets brighter and brighter, and my goal is to sit up before the sound even goes off. I know how tempting it is to hit the snooze button when our alarm does go off, but it's really best to avoid it. Waking up and going back to sleep in such short intervals can make us feel more tired because it disrupts our sleep cycle and confuses our circadian rhythm. And I don't know about you, but when I've done this in the past, I end up feeling so unmotivated and I feel lazy the rest of the day. And that's the opposite of how I want to feel. I want to feel awake and energized. So to help my body transition from sleep to wakefulness, I like to activate my body by moving it slowly. I'll roll my wrists and my ankles, do a few neck stretches, and just stretch my body in whatever way feels good. After a night of stillness, our bodies can be stiff, so doing gentle movements help to wake up the body and it activates our energy. Also, the way we get out of bed matters because, again, we're planting the seeds for how we want to feel. So instead of rolling or slithering my way out of bed, I like to firmly plant my feet on the ground and feel ready for the day as I get up. And I'd be lying if I said I always feel ready for the day because there are times that I truly don't. We're human, and it's perfectly normal to have days when we feel down or we just don't have the energy. So on days like this, I find it helpful to do a power pose. I learned about this many years ago in Amy Cuddy's TED Talk. Standing in a position of confidence can help us feel confident because it sends a message to our brains that we are capable and strong. I found so much value in that TED Talk, so if you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the description box below. It's said that thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. So what are the first thoughts you have in the morning? Are they helpful and kind? And most importantly, are they guiding you towards the life you want to live? I grew up with a lot of limiting beliefs, and the little voice in my head wasn't the kindest, but I've learned something empowering. Just like we can reprogram a computer, we can reprogram our minds. And the key is repetition. Depending on what beliefs I'm working on, I like to keep a list of affirmations that support the new belief I want to create. And I read them as I go about my morning. Because if our thoughts shape our reality, why not start saying the things we actually want to live and feel? Our cortisol levels are naturally higher in the morning, so I've learned it's best to delay the consumption of caffeine until an hour or two after waking up. Otherwise, it will spike our already high cortisol levels. So instead, I prioritize hydration. Our body is primarily composed of water, and it's needed for all of our bodily functions, including feeling awake and energized. So my goal is to drink my entire water bottle within the first hour of waking up. And I know it might sound like a lot, but it really helps replenish my body after a long night of sleep. And it also helps me feel more awake. Meditation is a non-negotiable part of my morning routine. I meditate every day because it helps me slow down and it trains my mind to be in the present moment. I know many people are hesitant about meditation because they say they don't have time, but I believe that even 5 to 10 minutes of consistent meditation practice will make a significant positive impact. And if meditation simply isn't your thing, find a moment in your morning routine where you can allow yourself to just be. Breathe and enjoy the present moment. Sit in silence. Listen to the birds. Enjoy the taste of your breakfast or watch the sunrise. Life is full of noise, people, distractions, and things to do. We spend so much of our days disconnected from ourselves, caught up in the external world. But these small moments of mindfulness can help us reconnect with our inner world and start our day in a much more grounded state. There's nothing like fueling your body with a healthy and balanced breakfast. Balanced being key. I used to start my day with a light breakfast that left me feeling hungry within an hour or so. This is because it was primarily composed of carbs. And even though they were healthy carbs, I was missing protein and fat, two macronutrients that not only help us feel satiated, but also help regulate blood sugar levels and provide sustained energy throughout the morning. So now I do my best to make sure my breakfast includes a healthy balance of all three macronutrients to fuel my body and keep me feeling fuller for longer. One of my favorite things to do every morning is to check my sleep data. I'm a bit of a health nerd, so this kind of information is very exciting to me. I wear a smart ring every night and it tracks my sleep. So being able to get feedback about it every day helps me make any necessary changes to improve it, which is so important because the quality of our sleep affects how we feel throughout the day as well. The ring also gives me other helpful information like when is the best time for me to consume caffeine. It also tracks my stress rhythm, my step count, my workouts, and even my cycle. I do have a link that will give you a special discount, so if you're interested, the link will be in the description box below. I've tried working out at different times during the day, and I've confirmed over and over again that morning is the best time for me. There's less resistance and less excuses. I simply get it done, no questions asked. Plus, exercise releases all the feel-good hormones, and it gives my body a boost of energy. And completing a workout always leaves me feeling accomplished. I do something good for my body, my mind, and it also helps me feel more productive. Small wins like making the bed, or bigger wins like completing a workout can help us feel a sense of progress, and we'll naturally want to keep this momentum going. I've noticed that the way I look tends to influence the way I feel. That's why I choose to get ready in a way that makes me feel confident, but also comfortable. Comfort is so important to me. I don't like wearing clothes that make me feel constricted or like I can't move easily. It's all about finding what makes you feel your best so you can go out into the world feeling empowered and ready for the day. We live in a world that's full of distractions. Things are constantly pulling at our attention, whether that's message notifications, social media, emails, and even friends and family. Everything is vying for our attention. And when we don't have a plan in place, it's easy to succumb to the demands of others. Just like the quote, if you don't plan your time, someone else will help you waste it. That's why I like to make a list of my top priorities for the day. I write down the 3 most important things I want to accomplish. And by doing this, I can avoid distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. Otherwise, I'd be answering all the messages, getting distracted with Instagram Reels, and I'd probably be spending my time answering emails that could honestly wait. It's so important to take control of our time because it's a precious resource that once spent cannot be regained. And these are the habits that truly make a difference in how I start my day, setting a positive intention and supporting my mental and physical well-being. I hope you found some inspiration and plenty of tips that you can apply to your own life. And if you made it this far, thank you for sharing your time with me. I truly appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.